Poppasteves here, and I've had great success, and it feels so satisfying. I took on this project, had an idea, and I built it. Kind of goes back to that Minecraft video, movie, I guess, not video. It was a full-length movie, Jack Black and other characters. In that movie, he said, if you can dream it, you can build it. Well, I kind of took that as a challenge. And I built myself a bit of a vending machine, sorta. Yeah, got a control panel where I can select one of three items: dispensers, pistons, droppers. A chest at the end there where I throw in a little bit of redstone. Depending on the number of redstone I put in and which item I've selected, I will get that number of items. Now, let me show you how it works. Get a little up close feel to this. Now, like I said, I have a bit of a control panel here. If I want to make dispensers, I just select this button. If I go, no, I'd rather make some pistons, I select this button. Again, I can only do one at a time, so it's important that when I select this button, it turns the previous selection off. Same thing with the droppers. Select this, I want to make some droppers, turns off the other ones. Select it again, I can turn them all off. Now nothing's happening. Over at the side, this is where I'd put my redstone. Now, I did set this up. It is an item filter system like we do. We're sorting items. I could do over here, sorting a bunch of different items, and there's a hopper line that goes across, and if the item is there, it will filter through. Here, instead of a hopper line, I just have a chest. So the only thing that can go in here is redstone. I can put anything else in here, nothing's going to flow through. Designed that way because I'm dealing with the crafters. If you throw the wrong item in, they don't work. They don't work at all. Okay, before I show you the machine in action, a few things that are a must. One thing that all three of these items need a lot of, that's cobblestone. So we got our little cobblestone generator, well, stone generator really, where I can grind away and get a bunch of cobblestone into the system. Falls into these hoppers and goes through a filter and ends up down below. And let's get down below and show you what's going on down here. Down here. So the cobblestone is up there, comes down to this chest, and gets picked up by this minecart. This minecart goes along and it will fill this hopper, but it will not leave this hopper because I have the hoppers locked with these redstone blocks. There is three separate sections. each one receiving stone, the cobblestone, from my cobblestone generator up there, or stone generator, I keep calling it cobblestone generator, which allows it to select which crafter I want the cobblestone to go to. Okay. These are also got a delay circuit, so when this is selected, the minecart will pick up a bunch of cobblestone and then distribute it into the crafter of choice. Let's get to sleep or get some unwanted guests. So how the system works is I got these crafters. First crafter is for the dispensers. Notice we have cobblestone. We have bows from our general purpose mob farm, which accumulate quite a few. And there is cobblestone. This empty one is where redstone dust should go. So if there's no redstone dust, this torch here is still on, powering that line and telling the system we're not ready to go yet. We've got to wait until somebody puts some redstone dust. Now over here, very similar looking machine. Again, there's a crafter over there. Should be empty. This one we're making pistons. So each dropper here contains the ingredients required to make the pistons. Again, no redstone. Got everything else, but there's no redstone. This little guy has been a menace. A real menace. He gets his llamas in here on leads. They break their leads and they drop their leads into my system, and that's just not a good thing. Now over here we have one final crafter set up. Right here. Cobblestone, 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 more cobblestone. Empty. And this is where, surprise, surprise, the redstone will be. And the final one's cobblestone. And like I said, my biggest challenge has been unwanted items falling into the system. I have to be very careful putting things, when I'm building things, making adjustments. I had to break tracks. I had an issue where this cart was picking up cobblestone, or the cobblestone cart that was delivering the cobblestone was picking up bows because these two carts ran too close to each other. I had to make some adjustments. I also had an issue where I wasn't delivering enough redstone. The redstone delivery system was much too slow. So I've increased it so that now each pass you'll get 6 redstone dust. Keeping the crafter satisfied with its redstone needs while the system is working. Again, I'm using these redstone blocks to lock the hoppers. This way, when this cart runs back and forth, it doesn't actually do anything until I select one of my 3 items. Then it will unlock the hopper and allow the goods to flow through. Okay, let's see how this will work here. So what I'm going to do is move these items out of here. Okay, so when anything new gets crafted, it'll end up right there. So first thing we do, just like any vending machine, we put in, I'm going to put 3 redstone dust in there. And I'll come down, I'm going to say, you know what, I could use some of these dispensers. Now, takes a little while for the system to process. That piston right over there will tell me that crafting has begun. Once it retracts, like so, and it's already done. That seemed really quick. It does turn off. And I got 1. Sure, I put 3 in though. Not sure why it did not give me 3. This system was working so well. Why? I've gone through and tested this so many times. And now that I'm trying to display it in a video, things don't go well. Why? I was so satisfied with everything. What happened? Well, you don't have redstone here. You don't have anything in here. Nothing in here. This light is still on, but nothing is being crafted. Where did our redstone go? Oh, bother. Again. Well, you know what? Let's go for broke here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I'm going to put 5 in. Still nothing here. 5. This should flow into the piston crafter. Again, that piston should retract. Yeah, you see I've lost all my confidence. At some point, there it goes. That's telling me that the system is starting to craft. I put 5 in. So I'm expecting 5 pistons to be crafted. Now, I did put 3 in for the dispensers. I'm not exactly sure where the other 2 redstone went. Okay, it says the crafting is completed. Did turn off my light. And then come over here, there's 4. 4. There's the 5th. Now, I wonder what happened to those other to redstone? I'm really not sure. Okay, well, let's try another one here. Let's try our droppers. And I'm going to put 1, 2, 3, 4. Let's put 4 in this time. 4 bits of redstone. And I should, again, watch, that piston should retract. Like it does, like so. That's the crafter right over there. Yeah, just crafted one. Says it's still crafting. Nope, just crafted another. Oh, and then it says it's done. And then come over to the chest. 2, 2, 3. There should be 4. And there's our 4th. Nice. What happened to that dispenser in the first one? Not sure. Where that extra redstone went? Sometimes. But really, this is an awesome system. No more having to craft all these things individual. Really started because of the dispensers. These dispensers are such a nuisance to craft. To get everything together, to have all the bows and all the rest. If you want a large number of them, craft one isn't so bad. But if you wanted to make a whole bunch of these dispensers, it's a royal nuisance. Okay, so I'm going to go for broke here. One thing I do use a lot of, and that's pistons. So I'm going to select the pistons. And the idea is I want 64. Let's run 64 redstone dust. And let's just see if the system will work. Now, this will take a bit of time to get through the system, process all the goods. Eventually, that piston should retract. There it goes. Now it should be crafting away, and we should start seeing pistons show up. Not the fastest of systems, but as you can see, I've got an awful lot of dispensers and pistons and droppers. Now our pistons are starting to flow through. The idea is now I can go around and I can start doing some other things while my crafting machine here is busy doing stuff. I can come over and pound out a bit of cobblestone, make sure the system keeps some cobblestone resources available to it. If it runs out of cobblestone, it will not make the items. Over we go. Says we're still crafting. Oh, we're up to 10 pistons. Constantly getting iron golems. I utilize these copper golem guys in there. Yes, they do. They deal with all the drops from the general purpose general purpose mob farm up there. Great big box up in the sky that spawn in mobs, and all their drops come down here, and I allow the copper golems to sort them out. Here I take all the swords, golden swords, and golden armor, and iron swords, and chainmail, and copper swords and armor too. Come through this system and head over to a smelter. You can't really see anymore because I got too much stuff in the way. But goes to a smelter, smelts them up into the nuggets. It goes through into another crafter that changes all the nuggets into ingots for me. Gives me a steady stream of gold and copper and iron too. Get most of my iron from the old iron farm over here with all our villagers. Above the iron farm is a creeper farm. So not only do we get the iron from that farm, we also get the gunpowder. The gunpowder I use in other crafters, where I'm making TNT and rockets from all my gunpowder creeper farm. So this is still working. Piston is still retracted, so they're still crafting items. Oh, we're up 32. Halfway there. I can get down and I can show you exactly what's happening at the crafter stage. I don't know what happened to those first few redstone I dropped into my dispenser. I don't really have any idea where those guys are. That's okay. Now I can see that all of our dispensers now have appropriate thing in them. Look at this guy. Notice items flow in their correct order. That's very important. Crafter always loads the exact same way every time. Starts in the top left hand corner and goes across, and then the middle row, and then the bottom row. So it's important to have all these dispensers in the correct order. They're signaled by observer line here that toggles this copper lamp, sending the signal down the line, which in turn these observers observe that signal and signal the droppers to drop a single item into this hopper line, which fills the crafter with proper ingredients to produce our pistons. Okay, my biggest challenge was keeping things from falling in. I was making adjustments on things and trying to get things to work. And, it was a struggle. Yes, a bit of a challenge. But, all in all, a little bit of effort. Okay, a lot of effort. Yeah, a lot of effort. But I never gave up. As many problems as I had putting this all together, I just never gave up. I kept it going. I kept it 60. We should get 4 more. Piston has shut off. Our light has been turned off automatically, telling me that the crafting process is all done. Oh, 63, we should get one more. 64. And that's how long it takes to craft 64 pistons. Droppers and dispensers, about the same amount of time. I just don't need a whole lot of them at this point. But now that I have a source, how many do I got? Yeah, I got a stack and a half now of dispensers. I got over two stacks of droppers. Now 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.5 stacks of pistons. Most of that was crafted while I was testing the system. Well, there you have it. My vending machine for the dispensers, pistons, and droppers. On demand. Whenever I feel I need a quantity of those items. It's been a fun project. Extremely challenging. But I guess Jack Black was right in the movie. If you can dream it, you can build it. Well, that's about it. Time to start a new project. Got this crafter done. I'm going to try some other things. But first I think I need to see that dragon. It's time to get my wings. So stay tuned. I'll be back. And I'll battle that nasty dragon and get my wings. So for now, as the sun goes down, this is Poppasteves signing off.